Hey, what's up? So I recently had someone reach out to me that I haven't talked to in a long time, and you could say we were friends back in school, but I haven't really talked to the person in a very long time. You could say we kind of had a bit of a falling out, and after all these years, they've reached out again. You know, depending on where you are in life and what you want to accomplish, you could kind of reconnect with that person, but for me, this particular person, this particular case, I don't really have that much interest in reconnecting. Like it's somebody I knew in the past and that was fine at the time, but I feel like life has gone on and it just kind of raised the point about cutting off access. So you control who has access to you. I think a lot of the times, especially with social media and stuff, I feel like people feel like they're more connected to you than they are. You might feel like you're more connected to somebody else. And I think it's important to check yourself, check others, because if you don't actively see people, if you're not actively keeping those connections alive, then a message out of the blue, like from someone you weren't even that close with, or maybe like something happened there, but yeah, it's like people, if they're not in your daily life, if you're not allowing them in your daily life, then I feel like it's okay to have the same principle for your digital life. And yeah, you don't owe anyone any conversations, you don't owe anyone a reply. One thing that had occurred to me is that sometimes even you responding, even you looking at their message is kind of feeding into their games. And some people play games, and you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. So you got to be careful, because especially with digital trails, like we leave receipts. And so you can't really get angry at anyone, because that can come back to bite you. And yeah, toxic positivity is a real thing. Sometimes people try to talk to you, and you talking back to them, it's a lose-lose situation, right? Like, you're not going to get anything out of the interaction. And that's not to say people don't have things that are valuable. It's not to say you can't learn something from everyone. But, there are some people where most of the interactions, from experience, are not going to go your way. And it's not really like a mutual benefit. You know the kind of people. I mean, if you don't, that's a blessing. But yeah, there are definitely some people out there where it's just any kind of communication with them is lose-lose. And I've learned this the hard way, but yeah, I think the best thing to do is just not engage, not give them any time of day, don't look at their messages, don't even allow them to message you. Like, obviously you can block people, but if that's a bit extreme, you could probably just mute them. The bus is coming now, so I gotta go, but thanks for watching. See you next time.